Happy Sunday to you. Going to be another hot day, but we're going to see a cool down coming uh, early this week, only to be turned by much warmer conditions by late week. So enjoy tomorrow and Wednesday for sure. Today will be very similar to what we have had, although the chances of storms are much more isolated today than they have been. So today we just look for scattered showers and thunderstorms possible this afternoon. It doesn't look widespread, doesn't look completely possible. This high coming in from the north, which was there on the models. I think that they were showing it not as strong, but now has really strengthened itself. It's going to push much more bearable humidity and dry conditions tomorrow and Tuesday, which you see here. You can see this high really nudging the cooler air east of the mountains. It even has a hard time going out. So you see that sagging of the isobars. That means that the air is cool and it's pushing down east of the mountains. It sticks around through Wednesday, but then by Thursday the high kind of moves eastward, and the winds, although it's trying to hold on early, it holds on Wednesday. Early on Thursday, it gets shot out of here. Now the high is way off the coast. Winds have turned to the south. Temperature will rise back up into the 90s, and by Friday, the winds will be much stronger from the south, and this high that has been the high of the summer, it actually retrogrades some and becomes a little more dominant here for our Friday. So highs will get up into the mid and upper 90s, so I feel hotter than that. We could have some showers and storms by next Saturday. Still going to be a hot and steamy day, just like we have been experiencing all summer. You see the high is really established itself. That southerly winds is battling against the side of the north, which means probably easterly winds for us. Potential, so that could mean some cloudy conditions and humid conditions for next weekend, and also just continued hot weather. Better chances of rain return by Sunday and into next week. Basically what's happening is this week looks like a break, and then we have a return of that humid, moisture, hot days, steamy conditions for multiple days in a row, and some unsettled weather, which we have been experiencing ongoing. And then a much more strong system could come out of Canada here. Here we are, this heat dome now, we're getting on the north eastern side, which means the flow is becoming northwesterly. We've got to watch this. This type of pattern does set up some stronger to severe storm setups. So we'll have to see if this comes true. If so, it could bring in a risk of some stronger storms. But way late in the period, here's another high that could potentially bring us some relief. So I'm liking this, that some of these high pressures are coming down and starting to infiltrate and burst the bubble of this heat that we've had all summer long. So something to watch out for. So we look really quick at the anomalies for the week. We start off today pretty much normal to above normal. But then by tomorrow, so here's today, tomorrow. By tomorrow, you see the cool air really shifting southward and bringing us much cooler air for several days in a row. It'll be Wednesday, but don't worry, by Thursday, so here's Wednesday, Thursday, boom, we start to turn orange again quite significantly by Friday, and it's really a warm-up there. Maybe the warm-up won't be as dramatic into next weekend, depending on how many clouds we get around. We'll have to see, but, we're at or above normal for a few days. Remember, our temperatures now are above normal. Even a couple of degrees is still up into the upper 80s to low 90s. This is another warm-up we see in the long range. Before that next push temps from the north, we'll have to see late in the month, and will cool us down for a few days. If that can come true, it'd be really, really nice. We'll have to see. Overall rain chances. This is kind of interesting to look at. So if we look at the overall output of rain, I want to show you, because here we are in our region, and watch as we go through the period. It really takes, maybe there's an isolated shower today, but really we're staying dry. If you look at us, we're right here. We're staying dry, and this is all the way now through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is coming, Saturday. Look, we're dry all week. We stay in that bubble of dryness. It's not until next Sunday that maybe moisture, or Saturday and Sunday, that moisture returns back to the region. And then the following week, we look, like we could get pretty wet. We'll have to see how that comes through and exactly how much happens, but it looks like pretty much a dry week. Other than today, an isolated storm, and maybe scattered showers and thunderstorms next Saturday as the heat returns. pretty much that's all we have to look at. I mean, just to give you a closer up on what is the forecast for the precipitation for the country, looking local at our region. This is what the Weather Prediction Center is showing for us for the next week. And you can see it's not very wet. Maybe some showers and storms could give us some rain, and so that's why that's in there. But in general, this is one of the driest looks it's looked like in a very long time. Have an awesome Sunday, awesome week. As you've been your Loudoun County with Outlook.